Hello everyone, Scrapbooking Saundra here, and I am back with a Saturday stash dive and a two-page layout. The page I just laid down is from Creative Memories. This one is DCWV, the Primrose Collection. I got this beautiful gold paper at Michael's, it's Recollections. And last but not least, Kaiser Craft Betsy Couture Collection. The frame I purchased eons ago, and I stained it with Vintage Photo by Tim Holtz. I have some Creative Memories stickers and Felicity Jane stamps, and of course my photos. I will dig into my scraps. Yes, these are my scraps, all of them, except for a few sheets that I have mixed up with my full-size paper. Anyway, I'll put the right side away for now, and let's get started. So today is day 2 in my 100 days of layouts, and I suppose this could count as 2 layouts, but no, it doesn't. It's 1 because it's each day I share a layout. I'm really nitpicking this, aren't I? Maybe I'll wish later that I had counted it as 2, but nevertheless, it's day 2, and I have 98 more days to go. And for some reason I'm counting down. It seems like less. I don't know why, but it does. And I know in my head it's the same, but for some reason when I have 25 more to go, it's going to sound better in my head than saying I've already done 75. Go figure. I don't know why. That's the way my head works. So back to the layout. I'm starting with the left side, and when I do a two-page layout, I don't really have a preference as to starting with the left or the right side. The reason I chose the left side is because I have the frame, and the frame is heavy, and it's going to make that side look heavier than the right side of the page. If I were to start with the right side of the page, I might make it too heavy and too weighty, and it might not look right if I don't balance it out. So I figured I would start with what I already know is going to be the heavier side of this two-page layout. And that's mainly because of the frame. The frame gives it a look of weight, even though the frame is very light. And will hold on this paper very easily. I don't have to put extra backing or anything like that on it to hold the frame. So that works out pretty good. And there are certain things I really want to do with this page. I want the lady in the gray dress to definitely show, and the lady to the far right, she's like a silhouette, very faint to show, and the word fashion supplement or whatever at the top, I'd like for those to show, and that little design up in the right hand corner. So those are things that I'm trying not to cover up. And I'm trying to get rid of as much of these Creative Memories stickers that I have, because it's been hard for me to figure out how to use them and where to use them. And I see people do it all the time in other layouts, how they use different stickers and so forth, and I'm just not that good at it. I'm trying to experiment and learn and, try different things that are outside of my comfort zone. And so stickers, they're out of my comfort zone. Well, at least these are for some reason. So I figured I try to play with them and kind of make like a picture frame around the frame with it. And I also wanted to brighten it up just a little bit because the background cardstock is a little dark. But I decided if I use some of these Creative Memories stickers, which I've had for maybe 8 to 10 years, it might brighten up the page. See, I am digging into my stash. So I do collect all sorts of things, and one of the things I saved was that anthropology label. And I thought it would look neat on this page because, it's the science and the study of physical culture and development of biological characteristics and social customs and all that fun stuff. So I kind of look at the lady in the picture, and I look at my daughter, and if we're studying human beings, there's a big difference in, I don't know, fashion and everything else that's going on there. So I thought, I don't know, I just thought the sticker would work. And that's one of the many things that many things that I collect and save and think I can use one day, and there it is once more. Um, my husband just laughs when he sees me collecting things, but he's the same way because he's an artist and he gets it. But I used to say to him before I really dived into scrapbooking, you'll never use that. Why are you saving it? Or that's like he'll say weird stuff. I say it's weird. He says it's not weird, but I think it's weird. He'll save like, a creepy doll that broke with, one eye hanging out or something like that, that he might want to use in a sculpture or something like. I don't know what he's going to do with it, but it won't be in the house if it's staring at me, that's for sure. But poor guy. But most of his art isn't creepy. He's never done anything that I wouldn't hang in the house. Let me put it that way. Or that somebody probably wouldn't buy. But I don't know what he's going to do with those dolls, but I'm telling you, they're creepy. So anyway, he gets that I collect all sorts of things. These snowflakes, I don't know. I keep going back and forth with them because they're not really working for me. So there's a part of me that wants it because it's winter break and it's cold out. I think we actually have snow on the ground at this time from days before when it snowed in a different picture. But anyway, let me go to this page, the second page of this. After we picked her up from college for winter break, everyone was starving, and this is my husband and my daughter. They look like demons. not their not their normal, sweet, charming selves, but they are so hungry, you won't believe it. And I'm not in the picture because I'm beyond hungry. I'm at that point of being hangry or whatever it is. Um, so my picture might have broken the camera because, and then when they're hungry and they're like, can't wait to eat. And I'm like that. We're not a pretty sight to be around, let me tell you. So anyway, we're at Bahama Breeze. Unfortunately, that restaurant closed in Towson, and we really liked it. So anyway, that's another story. But she decided to move out in 5.5-inch platform shoes. And when I saw her, I thought, this is going to take forever. But she walks in those shoes the way I walk in my tennis shoes. So it took no time. She said they're very comfortable and they look great. They're beautiful shoes. They're blue suede shoes. Should have called it that, huh? But anyway, I can't walk in anything that high. I don't know if I ever did. I'm sure I did, but I don't know how she does it. So anyway, back to the layout. I am layering. And I actually dug into my scraps, as you may have seen, and pulled out a bunch of stuff and may have cluttered my desk there a bit. I'm not real good at working in clutter, but I decided I would layer this side and not do my original idea, which was to fill inside the silver frame and just have the rose flowers showing on the outside. Because it might have been too much against the weight of the sister page. And so I had to like change the idea. And when I changed the idea, it kind of threw me off. So I did pull out some creative memories things because that was my original plan. But then I found these metal frames, little corner frames in my stash that I have had, I don't know, just a couple years, and decided to use them. And the Creative Memories stickers aren't working on this page. I think it's because it's a different pattern or line. Maybe if it was in the same color scheme as the left side, it might work a little better. So I went to a different idea. I actually had to pause and think for a moment because it threw me off. Like, I had one idea and then another idea, and then I was like, oh no, I need to think of something. So I decided to go with the holiday theme because we're like it's like December 20th or thereabouts, somewhere in there. and Christmas is right around the corner in a week or so, and I love Christmas. I get into the Christmas spirit at Halloween. Halloween is my daughter's favorite holiday. My husband loves Halloween. I think it's for the candy. I like Halloween too, but if I'm not dressing up or anything, I don't get into it as much. So, anyway, um, I decided for this layout I would go more Christmas themed since it's right around the corner. And I love that holiday. And I know I'm trying to talk them into, come on, Christmas is coming, cheer up. So we're hungry, food's coming. Look at that food going by. That looks good. Maybe we should order that. And we did order too much because we were so hungry. We ordered so much food. And that's what happens when you go out and eat, when you're really, really hungry. So anyway, that's so much more than you need to know, right? So I'm trying to see what I can pull that's old in my stash, but I end up pulling something that's fairly new, which is some Chamel stuff. And even though it's last year's, from last year, for me it's new because I didn't buy it last year. I bought it this year. So it's new for me. Um, and I like these stickers, but they keep coming up. So I did have to go back and stick them down. And I don't know if that's because I had them so long it wore off, which is what I'm thinking. Because I never have a problem using any type of thickers. They all stick on there really nice. So maybe I shouldn't keep them forever next time. So one of the things that I did when I was layering my photo that I don't normally do is I put fun foam between the layers of cardstock. And I really like that because like if you do some layers, make some layers on your photo, and then you add fun foam, and then you add a couple more layers, it really adds nice depth to your photo. And gives it that lift, that little oomph. That I like to have when I'm layering. So, and just a little bit here and there, not to go overboard with it. And visually, it's really nice on the eyes when you're looking at it. It's like an added frame almost around your photos. Anyway, so I thought I'd add a few more items to this layout to actually give it some weight. The wooden objects on the right, I decided the forks, the knife, the jingle bell thing, not to stain them because I think that would have made it look too heavy on that side. But the wood itself adds enough weight, but the lightness of it keeps it light, if you know what I mean. Am I making any sense here? Like if I stained it, it would be dark, and I think it would draw the eye there too much. If I keep it light, the wood in its natural color, it. Does that ever happen to you when you talk too much? Anyway, light wood, it's good. It won't draw too much attention. Dark wood makes it too weighty, draws the attention, takes the attention away from the center of the page and the photo. Okay. Where am I? I think I'm at that point where I am more than truly committed to this, and I should take you to super speed until we get to the end. Okie dokie? So let me see if my voice can keep up with the speed here. I thought about carrying the Christmas theme over to the left side, but that didn't work for me. Not at all. And I really want this tree on here because I love Christmas trees. And it is Christmas. And we did have a tree. I like the all is bright on this side, but I keep second guessing the snowflakes because I don't know, it's just not working. And I think putting the light wood, the hello, on the left side kind of makes that triangle effect. It kind of draws the light wood over to, both pages back and forth. So I like that part. Her school colors are black and gold. So I thought a little black and gold bling might be nice to add to this, even though it'll be in the family page, not the school album. And here we go. No snowflakes, but I like it. I like it a lot. So I have some close-ups for you here. This was fun. I almost lost my voice. Hopefully that won't happen over the next 98 days. If not, I will play music for you. And I won't play it myself. It'll be some other artist who knows how to play. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. Do like, subscribe, and come back again, and I will see you tomorrow. Have an awesome day. Happy scrapbooking. Bye for now.